By now, you've heard about the power of the AB structure for storytelling. But you might be wondering, Michael, how effective is this and how does it work in practice? Well, I'm excited to share a sneak peek with you about the benefits of this course. Now, in this video, you're going to hear real life examples of how the storytelling abs structure can transform your experiences into meaningful results. Let's take a look at experiences of people I've worked with. This is Jason. I met him in 2018, and Jason had an idea that he wanted to develop a presentation around for a TEDx talk. His idea was a letter that he had written. It was what he called the breakup letter. But as he said, Michael, I don't know what else to do. I've never given a TED talk. I just know I want to get this idea out to the world. Well, we worked on it for 3 months. And as of this recording, Jason's TED Talk has received 3.3 million views. That's the power of a well structured and charismatically delivered story. But this is Matt. Matt is a financial planner, which is the world I came from after working there for 29 years before I became a coach. And Matt, after going through the Storytelling Apps course, wrote to me and said, Michael, we have more than doubled the number of people who sign up for meetings with us after we present our seminars. And storytelling has been the critical aspect. He said, people walk away feeling like we truly understand the struggles and concerns they have, and it makes them feel safe to work with us. This is Scott. Scott is a retired Green Beret who I worked with on a TEDx talk in 2019, and we've since become very good friends. And he's brought me into his business as a storytelling consultant. After the Green Berets, Scott got into business for himself, and his whole desire is to help people understand the power of human connection. Now, I've helped Scott with 2 of his TEDx talks. He's given 3, and they've been viewed over 1.6 million times. Scott has also become a frequent TV guest because of his knowledge about the military and all the various issues that our military faces. He's spoken before Congress, and it's because he knows how to tell stories, and he uses so many of the elements you'll find in the ABS course. Additionally, Scott is a professional speaker and coach. He coaches people on narrative competence, which is why we work together. I work with many of his clients to help them increase the impact of their stories. The last example is my own. You heard earlier I was a financial planner for 29 years. One of the companies I worked with was Orange Financial, and it was with them that I discovered the power of storytelling. We used to give retirement planning workshops that were as dull as every other financial planning firm out there. They were filled with slides, with font you couldn't read, and it was just fact after fact after fact. Well, one night, out of desperation, I told a story. That's where everything changed for me. And because I had a terrific manager at Orange Financial, he encouraged me to do a deep dive into storytelling. And over time, we more than tripled the number of people who would sign up for one-to-one meetings with us. We used to average 21%. That was a good night for us. We got to the point where we were averaging 68% sign up. Think about this. If you have your own business, if you're a speaker, if you're head of a company, if you're a salesperson, if you could triple the number of people that you talk to, what impact would that have on your business? It had an incredible effect on our bottom line and enabled us to expand and help more families and businesses with their financial planning. So think about that. The potential to triple your business is there when you master narrative competence. In the last 2 decades, there's been a tremendous amount of work done in the field of neuroscience into understanding how the brain consumes story. Pioneering this work was Dr. Kendall Haven. In his books Story Smart and Story Proof, he uncovers all of this research. And Dr. Haven discovered that there are 8 key elements for every memorable story, and there's a specific order in which the brain likes to consume those. The first is having a relatable character. Second is demonstrating distinct traits that makes this character stand out. Number 3 is a specific goal this character wants to accomplish and the motivation behind it. In pursuit of that goal, this character faces obstacles. And because these obstacles are risking the goal not being achieved, we're exposed to the stakes. What will this character lose if the goal is not achieved? We're then taken through the struggle. What were the challenges? What were the efforts that the character put in to accomplish the goal? And then ultimately, there's the resolution. How does the story conclude in a satisfying way that the listener can connect to? Now, the storytelling course follows this brain-friendly journey, and it also taps into the tools used by the #1 story factory on earth, Hollywood. When you go through this course, you'll gain a deep insight into how to craft your stories so they appeal to listeners. This will increase your influence and impact so that you can gain buy-in to your ideas, be more persuasive, and attract more clients. So, are you ready to elevate your storytelling skills? Be on the lookout because next week we're going to take your questions so you can help shape the high impact storytelling abs course for maximum impact.